Hey, what's up, guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. Awesome. Glad to see everyone on the live stream. People are starting to make their way to the chat, the live stream. Yeah, all that good stuff. Hopefully, everyone has had an amazing new year, an amazing start to the 2020 year. Awesome. And big shout out to the first commenter on the chat, Jared. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you to everyone who joins. Especially, I have to give a special shout out to everyone out there who's a silent supporter. Many of you, I'm sure I get these all the time. Who are like, "Hey, I'm a silent supporter. I've been watching for so long. I just barely put a comment right now." People have been even watching for years. People have been watching for such a long time, and it means a lot. It means a lot that people support, whether or not you're vocal about it or not. It doesn't matter. It's just as long as you watch, it means a lot. So awesome. Yes, Rick9G is here. Not Nick, Rick. Rhymes. Very close. So yeah, happy new year to all of you, every single one of you, of course. And awesome. If you're seeing a Canadian pop in, which is awesome. I love to shout out people wherever they're from. It's awesome. So if you want to let me know where you're from, it's kind of a thing we've done every so often in the live stream. So if you want to let me know, let everyone else know. Maybe you find someone who's like in your same city, in like Ocala, Nebraska or something. That'd be cool. I know, right? The Roaring 20s. It's perfect. It's perfect Laurel and Hardy territory. It's amazing. Oh yeah, I love it. The Roaring 20s, right? When the 2020. That's nuts. 100 years since all that stuff happened. Awesome. Look at that. Ontario. Now we have an Ontario in Southern California here too. It's a city. So yes, very nice. Chino? Thought it said Chico. We have Chino and Chico. What? Yeah, something's wrong with the hair today. What do you call it? Yeah, Chino and Chico. So awesome. Nice to see that. From Des Moines, coming in strong. I've been to Iowa before, by the way. Hopefully everyone is doing amazing. Do you have a good New Year's? Have a good New Year's? Okay. So today I think it's nice to come on these live streams and talk about the videos that I've recently put up. And that's just because in the video, sometimes there's no time to comment on the video, explain what went through it, go through the mentality of why I made that video, how I decided to come upon the topic of the video. So yeah, that is a great way to segue into this, to just let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the last video. Today I posted something. So today I posted something on Ricardo's father, not to be confused with Desi Arnaz's father, Ricardo's father. And I go through the trajectory of how do we understand him and his place? Why doesn't he show up on I Love Lucy and so forth? So that is enjoyable. Looking at other things as well. Jackie Coogan's grave. A lot of interesting things. Hey Norman, nice to see you. Very cool. Nice to see everyone back in the live streams. Oh yes, Batman as well. We should talk more Batman. Again, all these things that you want to talk about, that's why the live streams are here. There are ways to connect with me, ways that you can see me, interact. If you are here and it says live in red, we are live. So we are live right now because this will play in playback later. So yeah, I made 2 successive videos on Batman, 1960s show. And the good thing about that is they kind of tied together. One having to do specifically with Adam West and his Batman costume. The other one having to do with the relationship between Adam West and Burt Ward. Similar, right? We're talking about the same show, but very different topics. And I don't know. It was just really interesting to know just behind the scenes of what's going on with this cool show. So I really enjoy it. Jared. So Jared says the video you posted today was very interesting. Never thought about Ricky's dad. Really? Well, I appreciate that. 99% of you get it. And what I mean by that is if you're a big fan of the show, I'm a big fan of the show. We get each other. You know why I talk about these things? Because I like to dissect these things in the show, look at continuity, expand upon the script that we already have. There are channels that do that, and I was kind of inspired. There's a Star Wars guy that I follow, and I like it very superficially, like I just like it. But this guy goes into he bridges all the gaps of the movies and everything, and it's amazing. He has a great channel, Star Wars Theory. I'll just say it. He's great. He's up there. He's in the millions. He's almost 2 million. He just talks about Star Wars. That's all, and it's amazing. And it's kind of what I like to do in this, like flesh out the show, flesh out the scripts, look at the mistakes, look at the things that they could have done better, the best things they did, all that. And so I always wondered things that I wonder. I'm assuming you guys will wonder too because you're fans. So yeah. I raise myself up again. I look like I'm a shorty. There we go. Look at that. Oh yes, my throne. Oh, Katie, your boyfriend said something about same bat time, same bat place. So cheesy, but I love it. I absolutely love Batman. Obviously it's super cheesy, but I mean, it's enjoyable, right? I mean, Gilligan's Island isn't cheesy. Gilligan's Island isn't like satire, but if you get that, you get it and you like it and you watch it, and not everyone watches it, but that's okay. But I just find it interesting. Arthur, Ricky's dad wasn't with them in Cuba. No, he never appears in the whole series ever. We don't even know really what happened to him, but I go in the video. Check out that last video, Arthur. You should enjoy as a Lucy fan. I go into the just many different theories about that. I think it's just an interesting thing to look at. Again, I keep saying they're interesting, and that's why I bring them up, because I think they're interesting. And then you guys do eventually. So that's cool. D. Marinal. I just want to make sure I got like fuzzy eyed there. Marinal. Yes. Thank you. Happy New Year to you. I appreciate that you love the channel. What is your favorite thing about the channel? Your favorite show that I cover? More shows are coming. Don't worry. Again, it's all by votes in terms of your thumbs up, which if you haven't thumbs up this video, you absolutely should. We're at 14 and there's 40 people on here right now. So definitely don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It does help out the channel. What was I going to say? Yeah, you let me know what you want to see with your thumbs up, with your votes, with your subscriptions. That's kind of how it works. If a video blows up and becomes super popular, then I'm going to make more things about that because I'm interested in almost everything I post, right? And so if people like particular things, then I'll post more of it. Lots of joy. Would be too complicated for writers. Lucy never mentioned her father. I don't think it would be complicated. I think they could have easily brought him in. They could have brought him in with Mrs. McGillicuddy and made a thing out of it. Yeah, I don't think there's a problem really in doing that. The writers are brilliant. They're some of the best writers. I would say it's one of the best sitcoms of all time, best written sitcoms. A sitcom isn't a sitcom just because of the actors. The story has to be there. And the story was there. Started to lose it at the end, but I think it ended right at the right time. Hey, Matches 860. Thank you so much. Shout out to you. You watch a lot of my videos. Great job. Thank you. I appreciate it. Great job for watching. Great job for supporting. It means a lot. Yeah, that's awesome. Construction teen. Amazing question. I'm going to highlight it. If you ever want me to highlight something, question, whatever you want, don't forget Super Chat is up there. It's a way to make you stand out in the crowd, and it's a great way to support the channel. It's got a double purpose there. Will you branch out on other shows? Absolutely, 100%. I already am working on other shows. Remember, whenever I do something like bloopers or whatever, it takes time to get that figured out. So I work beforehand. I'm already working on something. I told you a while back that I was going to debut a show, right, from like the 50s, I said, or something that was fairly popular at the time, whatever. And then I didn't tell you what it is. Again, it's still under construction. So just lets you know how long some take and some don't take that long. It just depends. So yeah. I should write my own book, Liam. Interesting. So, and then put what? Because that's my thing. I kind of like writing. I like books and stuff, but like an ebook. So I can put what, some of my videos and make them into words, meaning like type that in, or like an ebook of like Lucy bloopers, or like an ebook of this or something. According to me, possibly. I do have to say that I enjoy video making a lot more, but I'm definitely not opposed to the idea. It's kind of a cool. And yeah, people are still saying Happy New Year and Happy New Year to you guys. Could you believe it's already the 3rd day of the year? It's kind of crazy. It doesn't seem like much, but it was like yesterday or it was the 1st day of the year. So it's kind of cool. An audiobook. That's interesting. So you think, would you guys actually pay for that? Like an audio, like me speaking, like me talking about bloopers, I guess. So just audio. But then there'd have to be words that go along with it, right? I mean, I don't mind the typing. I'm just saying, are people now much more willing to pop up a video, open up a video, sit back, watch it, right? With images referring to what I'm talking about and the audio, or just audio? I guess you can hear about it when you shower and stuff, or when you're driving. I guess that would make sense. But I don't know. These are all great ideas. Love to hear stuff like this. Yeah, Randy, great question. The Connecticut set looked very big. Was this filmed in the same soundstage as the early one? So yes, so season 1, first episode of I Love Lucy, all the way to season 2, the last episode of season 2, Never Do Business with Friends, the washing machine episode, that was all in one studio, one location, on Cahuenga Red Studios. Currently, I went there, I made a video on it. That was my first, I think, all location video for I Love Lucy. Then first episode, season 3, all the way to 6, which includes all the Connecticut episodes and includes the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour. That was in another location. Excuse me, I messed them up. The Red Studios was the second location. The first one was General Services Studio, the one on Romaine Street, Las Palmas, basically. Yeah, I switched them. So yeah, my bad. Oh, I made a lot of videos on Gilligan's Island construction team, not exactly on the crossover with Alf. Maybe if I get to Alf, that would be a great idea. Very, very cool. Ooh, people are asking me shows. I can't promise I answer to every single show. But if you have a favorite show, if you have something that you like, it doesn't need to be super classic, because I consider classic TV. So I would say 1950s, kind of where we started to TV. Yes, I think there was a show in 1947 or something, but I mean, it wasn't even really like super widely known or anything. So I would say 1950 is a good place to start, all the way to 79. Once you get to 70, because it's still the 70s, I still feel that's classic. But then once we go into the 80s, I feel that's like modern classic. Which would be everything like Perfect Strangers. We start to get into like Family Matters, Full House, stuff like that. 90s stuff, Step by Step, more into 90s, like 80s, 90s, and then there's 90s, fully 90s, like Seinfeld's like late 80s, 90s. What else? Yeah, and then we get into the 2000s. I would say 2000 is the other like break off. So like 80 to 2000 would be the other break, and that would be modern classic. I won't even say that would even be classic. I say up to 99. But then, yeah, 2000 still seems a lot. That's 20 years ago. But then, yes, then there is one where it's like, I don't even want to say modern, but it's contemporary. I don't know. We got to give it a name. But let's look at some of the shows that you guys and gals maybe like or want me to cover. Yes. Oh, someone said they liked the video on the salad dressing I made. That's cool, right? Such a specific topic. But yeah, that's what I do. Oh, Norman, you're asking where can I get the shirt that I'm wearing? Thank you. You can get it on rick9g.com. Link is in the description. Super easy. rick9g.com. There's different sizes. I've got a couple orders, and I have to put them out hopefully starting Monday. because I'm not at my workplace till Monday, and that's where I have all this stuff. So that's coming. Ooh, a couple that I like here. Three's Company. That's a great show. Absolutely love that show. I want to get more into it because I've watched it very superficially. By that I mean I've just seen a couple episodes. I've probably seen 30 or 40 episodes in syndication, different ones. I've seen some over and over, but like really get into it, really get into the stories and really get into the actors and stuff. So The Simpsons is a big one. The Simpsons is a monumental show. I would consider that not even really a classic. I would consider that like modern-ish because it's still going on. NCIS, I've never gotten into those shows. I don't think they're bad or anything. It's just I've never. They're kind of technical for me, and they're a little bit kind of heavy. To be honest, I try to stay away from heavy shows. Anything sad, anything kind of depressive, anything like that, I don't really get into. I'm more into the funny sitcoms. That's mostly what I watch in terms of TV. Now I have seen other shows that are more like drama, sci-fi. I've seen a show called Fringe. That's kind of like X-Files 2.0. I like that. Yeah, I'm just trying to go through all the comments. That's what I'm doing when I'm staring. I'm not just staring off into space. Columbo, I have heard of. I used to see it. There was a channel, like when we had the older TVs, the ones with the curved screen, like the old school style. Used to have regular TV, just plug it in, antenna. Used to be channel 56. Not a lot of channels, right? 2 to like 56, at least for me or something. 62, I think, was the highest. And then it would have those type shows. It would have like classic shows like Hogan's. That's where I first saw Hogan's Heroes. And then like Columbo would come on. And then what else? The Rockford Files and MacGyver every once in a while. I think it was MacGyver. A lot of those shows, they kind of blend for me because, again, I haven't watched them. So it's like the names. It's like those one name shows. Ooh, Emergency. I really loved Emergency. And I would always pair it up with Adam 12. Adam 12, the cop show, Emergency, the firefighter show, because I had never seen a firefighter show like that. I thought that was interesting, even though it wasn't a sitcom. It was kind of cheesy, though. Some of the injuries. I really like Chips, the CHP show with Eric Estrada. That was kind of more adult, though, and I used to watch it as a kid. Like, there was a lot of, like, dating, and there were, like, single guys. Again, it was more 80s, right, stuff. So it's like, I think there was still innocence in a lot of 70s shows. I think Three's Company kind of burst that bubble. Other shows did as well. I do like Sanford and Son. It's a great show. Austin, I would love to talk to Lucy Arnaz. If you have her info, let me know. I've talked with her recently, and I don't think I followed up with her. Meaning, like, we've had our conversation ended. I haven't gotten, like, in touch with her again. Construction Team, do you think Hogan's Heroes could have been made in today? So I really want to look at your question. Do you think Hogan's Heroes could have been made today in this politically correct world? Now you're saying, do you think it could be made as opposed to should it? I'll answer both. Could it, or do you think it could? No. Do I think it should? No. How close did Gail Gordon get to playing Fred Mertz? I'd say this close. Would you ever do a video talking? Oh, this is great. These are great questions, guys. You guys have some awesome questions I don't even think about. And I was saying I'm like, pretty good. So Katie asks, do you ever think you would do a video talking about the difference between slapstick comedy and jokes and what is the funniest? Yeah, I think most people would say, oh, that's obvious, because if I give you a quick answer, slapstick is basically physical hit, fall, anything with your body where you fall versus more voice comedy. If you look at the Marx Brothers, they're an amazing example of all of that. They basically cover all type of, I don't even want to say comedy, I want to say entertainment. Because you have Zeppo, who's the singer, right? That's one type of entertainment. Then you have Groucho, who's jokes and a lot of crude humor, but crude for like 1920s. It was proper, but it was like risque, again, for the 20s, 30s, and so forth. I'm just saying that era. And then you got stuff like Harpo, which is very much slapstick. Like he came on the tail end of like vaudeville. And then we have Chico, which is like, I would say Chico's like a bridge between the Groucho stuff and the slapstick of Harpo. I'd say he's kind of a glue because he kind of does both. And remember, Harpo doesn't do any of the speaking, and Groucho really doesn't do any of the slapstick. So it's kind of cool to think about. I don't know what you guys think of that. Would you watch a spin-off on I Love Lucy? So I'm assuming, Austin, you're talking about like if they do it today with like new people. I stay away from stuff like that. I don't think the stuff should be touched. That's me. That's more of the traditional mentality of like these shows, the preservation of what these shows are. I think we got enough of the content. I think we can still watch it and still enjoy it. I understand the human instinct of trying to replicate what was already made and trying to get the same feeling. I don't think I would say name something in terms of a show or a movie where we've replicated it like that and we've gotten something better or gotten the same feeling. And I would say maybe there's one example, if that. I can't come up with one, but there may be one out there. Hey, John from NorCal. Three Stooges. Absolutely. I've covered the Three Stooges extensively, over 50 videos of them, and there'll be more down the pipe. I have the next. I can even tell you what the next one will be. Oh, what was interesting, Curly's grandson. I have to give out a shout out to him. Curly's grandson, he has he commented on one of my Three Stooges videos, and he said, "Hey, I'm Curly's grandson and stuff. He does look like him. If he happens to watch this, I don't know your first name, but that's okay. Contact me. I'd left my info. My info's down below. That'll be great. I can show the work that you do, whatever you'd like to cover. And it'd be great. Talk about, the work of your grandfather, the work that maybe went into you, because he kind of honors the work of his grandfather. I think that's great. And of his great uncles, Mo and Shemp. So yeah, so let's see. Which one did I do? Not the Cavaliers one. I'm kind of blanking here. Oh, No Census, No Feeling. Cuckoo Cavaliers. That's the next one. I kind of like that. That's definitely a good episode. Twilight Zone I have covered. I'm going to do more of Twilight Zone. The thing with Twilight Zone is it doesn't have a huge audience in terms of my channel, but I would just say because Twilight people haven't found me. There's a huge Twilight Zone audience out there. Huge. I just think they haven't found me. Now, Hogan's Heroes, the audience found me very quickly. I remember the first video didn't do so well. The second video did amazing, the bloopers one, and that brought everyone in like in droves. And so I really do appreciate that. More Hogan stuff is definitely coming. I love that show. I'm still watching it. I'm still watching some episodes I haven't even watched. There's so many in syndication. Let me tell you, there's so many that are episodes that are not in syndication. I was watching one that had to do with boxing. I don't know if anyone's ever seen it. It's when Kinchlow, who's the African-American actor, and why I say that, it's really interesting. Now, this is a show in the 60s, but it's talking, you hear Burkhalter say that there's no way that a boxer like Kinchlow could do better than a German officer. And it's very much like something they would say in the 1940s. I don't think they would air an episode like that. Like syndication, they would be like, no, we can't have this on thing. And it's so amazing. I saw that and I was like, whoa. Again, it's acting and everything, but it was pretty strong. And I don't know if anyone here has seen it, unless you have the DVD. Has anyone seen it in syndication? I would put money down, say impossible, because they wouldn't run that. But yeah, just my thoughts. Oh yeah, Kathleen. So Kathleen016 asks, have you ever seen any of the original props from I Love Lucy, such as items from the living room? Yes, I've seen the most extensive collection of I Love Lucy items. I went to Jamestown, New York. I have several videos on that, so you should check them out maybe after this live stream. Yeah, everything from Ethel, Vivian Vance's shoes on the show, the frog costume from I Love Lucy, Lucy's professor costume. It's actually blue. Like, I could go down the list, but if you check out the video, I think you enjoy it a little bit more than me just listing everything, Video on Marilyn. What could I do on Marilyn? Her movies? She has some pretty good movies. Some Like It Hot? That was a good movie. I actually really enjoyed it. Like, it was entertaining. It was really cool. Good question, Austin. I'm not into memorabilia. Other than the actual content, I'm not into buying memorabilia. But I've highly considered probably looking at some memorabilia for the channel. That is like purchasing something from the show or directly from Lucy and showing it off in a video. But I don't know. I'm still contemplating that. I don't want to give away more than that. So yeah. But I don't know what your thoughts are on that. Ever review old movies from the 50s and 60s? I have videos where movie reviews. It's a playlist, and I've reviewed several old movies. I'm trying to think. I reviewed this, which many people who are Lucy fans don't know about, the I Love Lucy the movie. It's actually 3 Lucy episodes put together. They actually made this in the 50s, and there's 3 scenes that seamlessly connect the episodes, which is really cool. 3 scenes that have never been seen before. And yeah, I review it. So take a look at that. There's a lot of content. Most people just see the newest video that I post, but there's close to 1,300 videos I posted in the past, and they're not time sensitive. So you can watch a video that I posted 4 years ago and it still kind of apply, if that makes sense. Am I going to give away anything? Ooh, I've been giving away things for years. Tons of DVDs, tons of seasons, and I will continue doing that. But like I told people, you got to watch every video because I never announce it separately. You got to watch the video entirely, all of them, to see if there's a giveaway in them. So there are active giveaways being done all the time. If the individuals watching the Gilligan's Island who won the Gilligan's Island DVD giveaway, it will hopefully come out Monday or Tuesday, meaning I'll ship it out. Just with the holidays, it got really difficult. But yeah. Randy, yes, Randy, I remember you commented on that, and I do appreciate that because honestly, and you would know, Randy, since you're a big fan of that, it didn't get the biggest draw, but I actually did enjoy doing the movie reviews. I would like ideas. I can't really show a lot of the movie clips, which I think would help the videos out a little bit, but it's basically me talking for 10 minutes. Some people like that. I have 2 or 3 channels that I watch that review movies, and they're really good. Like, I enjoy them, and they have no clips in them, and I mean, they're super popular. Like, that's their living. They do that, right? But I don't know. I mean, I would consider doing more. And I did just random movies that I loved, or maybe movies that I just like, hey, I'm going to watch this movie. I've never seen it, and review it. And people kind of enjoy it. But like I said, there was like a little cult following. Like, it was a small group of people. And I said, well, let me focus on more of these shows and stuff. But yeah, I definitely may go back to it. So awesome. Layla, you finally made it to a live stream and you love my channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you're also coming in with a $4.99 there we go, donation for the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're awesome, Layla. Obsessed with your channel. Binge watched almost all of them. Wow. Which ones have you watched, Layla? Like the Lucy stuff, Stooges, Gilligan's Island, Hogan's? Let me know in the comments. That's awesome. Thank you for the first super chat. Oh, Star Trek the movies. Big Star Trek fan. Maybe that would be something to do for sure. Charlie Chaplin movies. I'll just smile. I'll just smile. Yes, the actor who played Little Ricky, Richard Keith, that was his stage name, was on the Andy Griffith Show. Yes, and he's still alive. And he does a couple of interviews every once in a while on the show, which is really nice. And plays the drums. Yeah, he's a pretty good drummer still. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh man, last night I binged on I Love Lucy a lot. I popped in one of the DVDs and I just started watching everything. I watched the Ricardo's Visit Cuba, Little Ricky's School Pageant. I didn't watch the Christmas show because I feel like I can only watch that kind of during Christmas. Or I don't know. I just skipped it. But I watched The Loving Cup. I watched Superman, the Lucy and Superman. I watched a lot of the episodes. My goodness, it was a big it was a big Lucy night. It's really funny. So actually, I want to show you this. Okay, this is I bought this box over 10 years ago, or this DVD set. I've been, this is my season 6 box from I Love Lucy. Now, I take care of my DVD sets, but look, literally from overuse, I wonder if I should give this away. Not because it's broken. Every single thing that I've pretty much given is their new DVDs that are sealed. But it's like, if someone wants this, know that every single clip that you've seen, every single shot came from these DVDs, and give away the DVDs to someone. And you guys will understand why I do that. I can even sign the bottom and stuff, but it's just really funny because it's like, this is my most beat up one. And I think it's the oldest one. I think this is the first one I ever bought, DVD set of I Love Lucy. For me, I wish I had a thing showing how old, but yeah, you can even you can see the wear here. It's just insane. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna replace that. One episode every day of I Love Lucy. That would be 180 days, 179 days to be exact. So it would take a while. It would take half a year? No. Watch 5 a day, and then it'll be a little faster. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I put another one in. All right, let me see. Catching up on this. Well, a lot of people happy 2020, William. Favorite episode of I Love Lucy? Great question. If you guys and gals know me, which a lot of you do, you'll know I will probably say home movies. Now, I have to say that I may have an episode that kind of superseded it, and that's I would say LA at Last. And then second, the John Wayne episode. Now, I have to say, I'm not a super huge fan of the second half of the John Wayne episode. That's after the curler scene, pretty much when Lucy tries to get him. I think it's all right. Even the massage with John Wayne. I don't know. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's as exciting and as my favorite as the first. So that's why I wouldn't even rate it. I would put it in my top 5. But yeah, that LA at Last episode, now I would think it's just so fun. The excitement of getting in LA, of them driving into the hotel, them being so excited, and then going to see Bill Holden, and then Lucy her nose. There's just one after another. It has just amazing plots and little scenes that I just don't get tired of watching. Okay, I had to just mute the thing because then I would get in trouble. I would get a copyright thing. Just for them listening, just if this video listens to a Lucy episode. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Yep. Ooh, give Ricky the heebie-jeebies. Remember that? Okay, let's look at Lucy Raises Chickens. Boom. Okay, I'm just gonna pop it in. I'm not gonna give you info or anything. Just have it in the background while I talk to everyone. Okay. The long trailer. I've seen it. Honestly, I don't think it's as good as I Love Lucy. Yeah. Arroz con pollo. That means chicken and rice. Yes. Oh, Randy, great question. I don't want to answer that because I don't know the exact line. I don't want to just tell you something that's not true. Randy asked, I watch Ricky's mother comes for a visit. Ooh, no, Zuchi. And Lucy imitates a chicken, but her mom says something. So Ricky's mom says something in Spanish that's not chicken. Gallina. Gallina, is that what you're talking about? So gallina would be hen. as opposed to chicken, right? Because I think there is a difference. Now, you people who are in the, I'm a city boy, so I don't know, but it's like like a Cornish game hen, let's say, is like a smaller chicken, and then there's chicken. Like even in Spanish, we're like, oh, it's a small chicken, gallina versus actual pollo, right? And pollito, which is like a chicken. So yeah. Anyway, kind of zoned out there. Jared, who's listening to the stream? Let me know. Let me know. I'm not sure what you meant there. Desi was a gifted actor and a foil for Lucy. Ooh, I love bringing that up. And that's something that anytime someone appears who's new to the channel, I always like to say that. I always like to remind people how great of a foil he was to Lucy, how much of Lucy's work just improves because he is there. And I was thinking, it's pretty radical, but I really do believe this. And I say it because I love all of them. I love all 4 cast members. The Lucy show lost half of the amazing cast, and Lucy did not have her foil. She had another mini Lucy that was Ethel. And while that's fine, you're missing half of the group. You don't have Fred's one-liners, which are some of the funniest on the entire show, funnier than Lucy's one-liner sometimes. Not her physical comedy, because Fred wasn't really physical. Sometimes he was, though. And you lost Desi's foil. She kind of didn't have a foil. She had Mr. Mooney, and the chemistry was different, right? He was different, but it still has enjoyable scenes. I will give you that. Oh, you like Ethel's birthday, that episode. I did a video just highlighting the different birthdays of the cast members. The only one who didn't have a birthday episode, I'm sure you guys and gals know. Let me know who was and let me know. Don't just say the name. Let me know what's it referencing. So who did not have a birthday episode? Everyone did, but one. And then I go into why, possibly. What did I do before making videos? You mean I didn't make videos before? I'm not sure I completely understand the question. Fred the dog didn't have a birthday. You're right, but he did get a diploma in the last episode. Ooh, people are chiming in who did not have a birthday. Fred the dog definitely did not have a birthday, I don't think. I had a life before us. I still have a life, don't worry. Wonderful life. I love my life. Yeah, so Ricky did not have an official birthday episode. Lucy did. Lucy's birthday, she in fact had 2. Ethel did. Ethel's birthday, the episode's named after. And then Fred did as well. And you guys mentioned it. Fred was the Madam X episode. Yeah, that was New Door Locks for Fred. He's like, I have a birthday coming up. And that's why Lucy gets his suit, right? They gave him a tweed suit. So it's kind of cool. It's weird to me that Ricky doesn't get a birthday, right? It's weird. I mean, he was second in command, or first in command, but second in terms of co-stars. So yeah. The friends of the friendless. Yes. Wow, Desi has a lot of gray hair in this episode. This is the Lucy does the, no, not the tango, the chickens. Is that what I said I would put? No, I don't even know. No, I don't even know. Yeah, Lucy raises chickens, right? Yeah, and then the bills being so high, and they're trying to get the plan of the gain the chickens. Yeah, gain the chickens and make money. Yep. Hey, Malachi. Nice name. Sweet. Hey, Cheryl. Hopefully you're feeling better. I think Cheryl was under the weather. What's my favorite theme park? Ooh, off the topic, but I love that question. El Scene asks, what's my favorite theme park? Universal Studios. Universal Studios. Now I have to, I will put my hands up. Universal Studios Hollywood. Put my hands up and say, yes, Disneyland has more rides. It's more immersive. And I would even argue some of the rides are more fun. What I like about Universal, the movie ambiance. I'm a big, you guys and gals know, sitcom/movie junkie. I love movies. And yes, Disney is based on a lot of the Disney movies, but I was never like super into Disney movies, I would watch them, but they were never like my like blood and guts. But Back to the Future, some of my favorite movies are all filmed at Universal, and so it's like Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, all these movies, right? And so it's like there's a little bit of Waterworld, so there's a feeling that I go into the park and it's like I'm in a movie, and the music and it's just like riles me up. So that's why I like it. But I like Knott's. I like not as much, but Disney and Universal, the two. Yes. Well, great question. Why did Desi age so badly? I would say life choices, and then I would say Lucy. She aged quickly too in the 6 years of the show. Because remember, you look at a photo of someone in 6 years and they don't age that much. Lucy was 40 when she started the show. She looked amazing. Then look at her here. She's 46. And yeah, that's 6 years. It's almost 50. But it seems like in those 6 years, she aged more than she aged in like 20 years before that. So I don't know. Billy Reed, I have no idea. Butch Patrick, you're mentioning he bought a haunted house. I have never. Maybe that's true. I don't know. He played, of course, Eddie Munster from the Munsters, the little boy. He's the only surviving cast member, as well as Pat Priest, I believe, is still alive. That's really funny. I didn't hear about that. It would be great to connect with him as well. But I have plans, guys and gals. 2020. I already hopefully have a tentative interview lined up for someone from one of the shows I cover. Tentative. It's not confirmed, but yeah. Cassandra Kaiser, thank you for coming in with the second amazing $4.99 donation to the channel. Super chat. Awesome. Hopefully you're doing okay. Wow, look, you're still partying it up from New Year's. That's awesome. How are you doing, Cassandra? You've been on the channel for a while, right? You've been watching for a while. I mean, you've sent me things. You sent me like books and like mugs and wow, you've great supporters. Like, I'm really amazed at some of your support for me. Like, I honestly thought some people watch some videos here and there and then like leave, but some of you have been here for years. Like, it's insane. And I haven't really met anyone. I might have to do maybe 100,000. I'll do like I don't know, but it's just really interesting to see how much you guys and gals support me. So it means a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. And I feel like it's mutual. Like, you guys and gals support me, watch me, but at the same time, I go back and I help support you in some way by making videos and so forth. So it means a lot. Yazzie Gomez, I don't think I've seen you on the stream. This might be your first stream, right? Wow, is that guy like he's working out? It's like, keep it up, keep it up. This is what's keeping me powered right now. Yazzie coming in with another, wow, another, it's like a magical number, $4.99, $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. You are awesome. Wow, I hope you come to more of the live streams. Awesome. There we go. Cassandra, you've been a neighbor. Yeah, you are a SoCal neighbor. Over 2 years as a subscriber. And your brother just discovered, oh, your brother knows about me now? That's awesome. That's amazing. That is hilarious. I love it. That is hilarious. But I love it, though. I love it. So is he a Lucy fan, too? I didn't know. You never mentioned that. That is funny. Okay, I lost my train of thought. But thank you, Yazzie. Thank you, Cassandra. You're both amazing, great supporters. I appreciate it. Everyone on here is cute. Everyone on here is amazing, great supporters. I hope you feel that. I hope you feel that this is a wonderful community, and I hope you continue to come back, because it's not just supporting me. It's people talk to each other all the time on here, and that's what I love. Like, this isn't just everyone talk to Rick. Everyone talk to Rick. Like, you guys talk to each other, and I think that's great. And you guys and gals like talk to each other about the show. I've known people who've contacted each other because of this channel, and that's so great. Like, that's not what I expected coming in, but the fact that this has become like a movement of like happiness, goodness, these classic shows, and it. Some people say, hey, this live stream like cheered me up. Hey, your video that you posted the other day cheered me up. Even videos that I posted like a couple of years ago, people are still like, hey, this. I'm like, wow, it's amazing to think the impact you can have. So I appreciate it. Emily, Rick is the oldest son I never knew I had. Oh, that's very nice of you. That is awesome. Thank you so much. The oldest son. So you have younger children. Wow, I feel so old now. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Channels like yours can bring people together. Well, that means a lot, like I said, Jared, but I never thought that it would be that, if that makes sense. I thought it would be like, hey, watch this video. Hey, watch this video. Like I love planes. So it's like, hey, I love planes. You love planes too? Check this out. I still send videos to like my cousin and stuff. We love cars, and I send him car videos like all the time. And it's just because of that. Like, it's camaraderie. It's like, hey, I think this is cool. I think you think this is cool. And that's kind of why I do it. So yeah. So Cassandra says, yes, your brother is a huge fan like me and you. He came to me a few weeks ago telling me about this guy. No, are you kidding me? And he said, you mean Rick? He said, no. So wait, so Cassandra, I have to highlight this. So literally you have a brother who never watched me. You've watched me for 2 years. He happened to find me down the line like recently. And he told you, hey, there's this guy I watch. And then you're like, wait, Rick? And that is nuts. That is nuts. Like, that makes me excited. Wow. That's how I know the channel is rising up, because of you guys and gals. So I appreciate that. That is awesome. Wow. Okay, I'm trying to go through as many of these as I can, guys and gals. It moves up pretty quick, especially when you're blabbing like me. And you guys know I'm a talker. I enjoy it. That's how I connect with you. Wait, this is Lucy. This is the wrong episode. Oh no. Okay. Sorry. Are you a vamping me, Tennessee Ernie Ford, right? Oh, no. Ah, my mouse. It's attacking me. Oh, okay. John, here, great question, and I'm going to answer it right now. And I don't know. I want to see people's thoughts. If they respectfully disagree with me, I'd like to hear that. Do you think, wow, that moved up fast. Do you think that the show would have been as funny with Gil Gordon as Fred and Blvd as Ethel as they originally wanted? No. I think that absolutely not. The show would not have been as good. I think it would, again, it would have been as good. No, I don't. Gil Gordon, I love him as Mr. Littlefield in the 2 episodes. I think it was fantastic, but he was no Fred Mertz. That is, he was no Bill Frawley. Now, whatever you want to say about Vivian Vance, B. Benaderet was no Vivian Vance. That's basically it. Oh, Cassandra, you're the one that brought the much stuff in New York City? Yep, New York City. That's me. Oh man, I think my foot kind of fell asleep. I might have to like walk around for a little bit. Oh man, it's like it got sprinkles. Why? So I'm tapping my foot, just to let you know. I'm like tapping it on the ground because it kind of fell asleep. Wait, Elena, is that your name? Santana? Hey guys, you went to Goodwill today and got the complete first season for $1.99 of I Love Lucy? That's a steal. That's awesome. That's awesome. I believe it. That's crazy. You can't picture a different Fred and Ethel. I can't. I'm so glad it didn't happen that way. And no diss to Gil Gordon. It's just perfect casting. I've seen movies all the time, movies that I love, where I'm like, this actor wasn't bad. They're not a bad actor, but I don't think this person embodies what it should be, who the character should be. So yeah, it's just really good to know that. Brandon, it's hard to imagine anyone but Viv and Bill as the Mertzes. A great example of chemistry and incredible synchronicity of casting. And let me tell you, as good as they were, I don't think they would have been able to have their own show and make it a success. Now, I don't think that's not because they're not successful people. I think it's because of the bar of I Love Lucy was so high. And then you'd have a show like The Mertzes out with 2 less cast members. Like, they were the supporting cast, but making the supporting the main cast, and then you don't have the other 2, you're going to expect a lot. and it's not going to deliver, and you're not going to want to watch it. And that's not conductive to the work that they would have done, because they were, as many of you know, some of you may not, they were thinking about doing that, making Meet the Mertzes. And Bill Frawley said, hey, it's a paycheck. I'll do it. I don't like her, but who cares? And she said, I will never work with that man again. So, nope. Michael, I've never done voiceover work. I think it would be pretty cool. I have no idea how I would get into it. The only way I would, if someone reaches out to me, it's like, hey, come on, let's do voiceover work. I know who can connect you. That's the only way, because I know people are like, oh, you got to do this and study. And it's not that I don't want to, but I think it's just a big thing to do with what I'm doing on the channel. So unless I can be picked up, which I think it's highly unlikely, I probably won't get into it. But it sounds interesting for sure. Cool beans. I like you doing these live streams. You should do more. Well, that's kind of my goal. That's kind of my goal, to do more, at least every month. Do a couple, you know, every month. All right. I'm trying to get to as many as possible, so I know most of you understand that. Arthur, exactly. They'll watch the Mertz and be like, I would be excited. I'd be like, are the Ricardos coming in soon? And then they wouldn't. And then I'd be like, I want them to come in. Like, and then maybe they'll make like a special guest appearance and stuff. But again, it wouldn't be the same. Charlie Chaplin? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Charlie Chaplin. So Gary Wolf, is that correct? So you're saying Gilligan's Island. This is what you're saying, so I can't verify or anything, because I don't know myself. I've never heard of this. It could be true. I've never heard of it. It's interesting, though. Gilligan's Island never used a script that had Ginger shrank to 3 inches. The show was canceled. Episode was never made. That's pretty cool. I know they did have shows that they already had written, but the show got canceled and they never were able to produce them. So that very well could be. I would love to know and cover those. If anyone has info on that, I would definitely give you recognition for like pointing me to that. But yeah, with a reliable source, I would love to get into that. C. Swain, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Remember, that's pretty much a way that I will guarantee reading, you know, a post or highlighting you, or at least thanking you for doing that. With a $5, I always don't know what to say, but it's for the super chat. I kind of get blown away. So this is awesome. Do you know much about the Andy Griffith Show set? It seems huge, or a very real town. That's a great question, and I can tell you what I know. Now, the outside set that you're talking about, this town of Mayberry, right? So we're talking about the courthouse. We're talking about the little towns. That is all filmed on the Desi Lou Culver set, very close, couple feet next to the Hogan Serial set, believe it or not. I've been there many times. The buildings are different. The foundational street layouts are the same, though. You can match them up with the CGI and the satellite imagery. But yeah, all that is gone pretty much. The indoor sets are gone. The stages are there, but like the actual sets are gone. You know, like the inside the jail and, you know, the courthouse, you know, all that stuff. But great question. Great question. These are all great questions. Keep asking, guys and gals. Remember, I try to get to as many as possible. I can't guarantee that I get to every single one unless there's a super chat. Then that's kind of why that works. It's like a priority. So I appreciate it. So I'm trying to get to as many as I can. Oh, not going nuts, you know. Ooh, Paul Lind. Is that what you're writing? Martin was supposed to be on. Ooh, he's amazing. I love him on the Munsters, that episode where he's the doctor. Oh my gosh, he's awesome. Lois. So this is an interesting question. Have you ever seen the Lois and Clark? I Love Lucy sequence? No, I don't know what that is. Unfortunately, wish I did. So Gilligan's Island was definitely renewed for a season after season 3. As you know, Gilligan's Island only had 3 seasons that we have. That's why the last episode of it wasn't like a culmination, a finishing episode. they were doing okay in the ratings. They were going to continue. They were all told, hey, see you back next year. Unfortunately, the wife of CBS executive messed up all those plans. Her favorite show was Gunsmoke, and they only had one slot, which was set for Gilligan's Island. Now, they were going to actually cancel Gunsmoke, and when she heard of that, she said, oh, no. She's like, we can't have that. That's my favorite show, honey, to her husband, being the CBS exec. He's like, well, I guess we'll have to cancel whatever show's in that slot. Gilligan's Island? Okay, let's toss that out. And they all got a call that the show's canceled. They're like, what? We thought we were coming in to work, and they didn't. Kind of a sad story. I wish there could have been a fourth, fifth, sixth season. I would have been good with 6 seasons. I don't even need like 50, just 6 seasons. We only got 90-ish episodes. I'm happy with those, but of course you can't remake what they already did, right? So yeah. Nearsighted Doctor Andy, I love it on the Munsters. Oh my gosh, so good. So good. I think he appears in several episodes, right? That is a nice little doggy holding his hairy hand. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. No, a lot of people very young in age love I Love Lucy. I started liking I Love Lucy at age 3. So if you're 13 and love I Love Lucy, that's awesome. That is so awesome. I saw it even before you did in terms of chronological age. So 13 is a great age to start watching the show and enjoy it. Hopefully, you continue growing up and continue watching it. Ricky Nichols coming out with a $10, $9.99, $10 donation. Thank you so much, Ricky. You're an awesome supporter. You're a Patreon supporter. You're a Super Chat supporter. You're mentioned after pretty much every video that I post, Ricky, at the end. So I appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you so much for being such a great supporter. Do you ever review The Flying Nun? Now, I have to admit, I've never seen the show. It's a really interesting premise, though. I think that would be something that I would have to look into. Maybe look at a few episodes, see if I like it or not, right? Because being in my background and what I used to teach and stuff, I know a lot about, nuns and monks and things like that, and the habits that she wore, right? I do know that they were like curved like this, and that was like what gave her the ability to fly and stuff. And I'm sure there's more to it than that, but there are nuns in certain, if people are interested in this, there are nuns who dedicate their life, in their understanding to God and prayer and stuff like that. And they do have that type of wear, like that look, like that flying nun look, like that wasn't just for the show. Not all of them, some nuns. And I think that's a really interesting premise. Now, obviously, it's kind of weird because it's like Flying Nun, but again, these are classic shows. It's like Mr. Ed, right? So I do appreciate that. I'm gonna have to check it out, and that is one that I've always thought about. I want to know at least what it's about because it's so out there. Same thing with Mr. Ed. Those are two that I'm like, they're so wacky that I have to watch these. Anyway, thank you for that. That was awesome. It's really hard, guys and gals, sometimes seeing all the comments, all the things, to have things stick out because, of course, they all look similar, right? Other than the little logo. So sometimes your little logo makes it stand out. So yes. George, you love Paul Lynde on Hollywood Squares. I'm sure he was, as they say, aghast, right? He was like, amazing. That is great. Leave It to Beaver. Could you believe I've never seen one episode? Is that a crime? Is that a crime? Should I watch one? Wilbur. I do know that. That's super popular. Like even people who haven't even watched the show know about that, right? So John, you say Flying Nun is cute, but kind of tedious to watch at times. Interesting. But the cast was cute. Who's it? Marge Redmond, Shelley Morrison. Interesting. I do have to admit, I watched an episode of Lost in Space and it kind of lost me. I saw the first one. Maybe that was an error. Should I just jump in the middle of the show, like season 3, 4? Because here's how I work. I watch a show and I need to get hooked. I really need to get hooked on a show before like I cover it or before I get really into it. And sometimes you got to just drop in the middle or just watch like a random episode and then you really like it. And then you start watching, you know. So maybe I have to do that with Lost in Space. Anyway, let me know, guys and gals. Dwayne Oxford Baker coming in with the 2020. That's awesome. I just saw that. That's a great amount. And I appreciate it. Wow, you're so gracious. $20.20 donation. Super chat, awesome. Happy New Year to you, Dwayne. I have seen you in a few live streams. I appreciate it. Great supporter. Thank you so much for coming in. You are awesome. So awesome. How did your New Year go, Dwayne? Did you do anything cool? Did you go to New York City? Did you go to New York City? Have some cider? Have some cider? Have some wine, maybe? Eloise says, leave it to Beaver. You didn't miss much, Rick. That's funny. Oh my gosh, you're funny. Let us see here. Let me see. Hey, Randy, thank you so much. I see you're tuning out. I appreciate it. You have a great night as well. Agnes, great question. Have you been to the Lucy Desi Museum in Jamestown, New York? I have. You should check out the videos because I don't want those videos to be lost. I want you guys to be able to see them. There's 3 videos, one where it focuses on New York, one on all the Lucy stuff, all the Lucy. Basically, I take you through the tour of the entire museum. Now, it may spoil it for some people, but I think you can still watch that video and enjoy it and see what it's for, and you still go there, you'll still appreciate it because you're like right by the items. You can touch them and stuff. And so it is cool to see me interact with everything, see me like in front of the Lucy set. Like, it's really cool. So it means a lot. Oh, nice. You made a trip with your husband. That is awesome. Did you enjoy it, Agnes? Did you enjoy the museum? Old Candid Camera, I definitely used to watch. I watched the one with Peter Funt, the one in the 90s with Suzanne Summers. I never watched the original, but it was pretty funny. And the thing that I like about the original, the black and white one, was it was pretty pure. Like, it didn't have a lot of like crazy stuff in it. So that's kind of nice. Oh, Alan Funt. Yes, his son Peter Funt did the second one. So Alan Funt was the original, right? Yeah. I was a teacher, yes. I taught multiple topics. Should I get into that? Should I get into what I taught? Oh, have I seen Charlie Chaplin's film starring Robert Downey Jr.? He did a fantastic job playing Charlie Chaplin. Did he do really well? Because I've heard, and I'm not saying that's wrong, but again, I've heard, I haven't seen it. I've heard some people really complain about it, and then other people say it was great. Like, you kind of hear it where I heard opposites. Like, not good, good. So I'm like, is it worth it or not? You know? Oh, C. Swain, I guess technically I have a second channel. Links are in the description, European Motors. I did that. It's been almost a year since I did post car review stuff. I don't know why. I love cars, but I feel like my take on them is just a little different. And I don't know. I don't want to get too much into it, but I'll just tell you that this is more of where my calling is, at least for YouTube. But off camera, I love cars all the time. I mean, I work with cars. It's part of my everyday work. So yeah. Hey, Brian Redman, I have to get a shout out to you. Brian, you've been such a good supporter for so long. Please, if you remember how long, let me know. Years. I would have to say years. You're fairly early into when I started making Lucy videos, and you come in, you're always so supportive. You're always like so polite, so intellectual about your comments, about the videos that I make, and they're constant, and it just means a lot because it's like, oh, there's Brian, and he's supportive. So I don't think I've ever shouted you out like that. So I do appreciate it. It means a lot. Your support is always. So happy New Year to you, Brian. Ooh, Leanna Garcia, great question. I was trying to read your name. At what age did you start watching I Love Lucy? 3. Around the same age, I started watching Gilligan's Island. I would say 4 or 5 for Gilligan's Island. I have like tape, like a recording of me watching Gilligan's Island when I was like 5. Like, it was funny because it was literally my brother's baptism, christening, and we were all going to go to church for the event, and everyone was getting like dressed and stuff. All the ladies, of course, the moms and the aunties and stuff. And I was in the living room with my dad, and he was like, "Hey, ready for the baptism, whatever?" And I was like, "Uh-huh." He couldn't get my attention off the screen. Like, I gotta get that on YouTube and show you guys like little Rick 9G watching Gilligan's Island. What do you guys think about that? Would that be cool to see me my dad was like talking, I was like, and he literally couldn't get I wasn't playing with toys. I was watching Gilligan's Island. That's what people don't understand. Like, once people see that, I think they will see how big this passion is. It's not just a dude making videos because he's like, hey, let me get views. No, this goes way back. And I even got made fun of in high school because I liked, in grade school, because I love Lucy and I love these shows. And I didn't tell people, high school, college, they didn't know I watched these shows, and then I started watching them again. I'm like, I gotta embrace this. This is what I love. And so anyway, I had to put that in there. So yes. Yeah, right. Bradness, remember, you've been there for a while as well. Early Rick 9G live streams featured I Love Lucy episodes in split screen, which I think is ideal. But the world we live in, right, Bradness? You know what is going on, right? With that. Rebecca, I'll just say I grew up in Southern California. I know that's not a town, but that's what I'll mention. Ooh, Joey. Joey and Abby asked a great question, and I struggle with it. I struggle with this one. What do you prefer? I Love Lucy or Gilligan's Island? You prefer I Love Lucy. Now, here's the thing. Tenacious Viking. You have glasses on. Are you wearing glasses? I don't have glasses on. Tenacious Viking. Big shout out. Great YouTuber friend of mine, by the way. I Love Lucy for sure, but I think Lucy's just like silly. I could watch it anytime. Like, there is no time that I can't watch I Love Lucy. Gilligan's Island, sometimes, I don't want to say I burn out, but every once in a while, like, I watch a lot of it. And then after that, I'll just let it rest a little bit, and then I'll come back to it. And then I watch it with a lot more appreciation. But Lucy, there's never a break. It's just like constant. So yeah. Lost in Space is like a serious Gilligan's Island. Wait, is Lost in Space not funny at all? I seriously thought it was funny. There's no funny moments, or is it more like a serious? Because that's what I noticed in the first episode, that like they were getting up to space, they were being put in the alternate, not alternate state, but they were being put in like a sleep state, right? And they were super serious, and I was like, oh. Julia, hey, what's up? Happy New Year to you. Oh, Louis, it's Louis, right? It's sometimes funny, not always funny. Okay, so, well, Gilligan's Island is always funny. And I have to say, I do gravitate toward the funny shows. So if you guys and gals ever recommend shows, especially classic shows, look out for those funny shows. Again, I like Twilight Zone. It's not funny at all, but I have a special love for that. Just because the morality and just like how well the scripts are. I'm really good into good scripts. If it's not a great script, not funny, what I mean by funny, it's subjective what's funny, but I mean like comedic, right? Yeah. How old is Rick? Let's start a game. How old is Rick? How old is Rick? How old is Rick? Guesses in the comments. Guesses in the comments. Now, if I see like 48 or something, then yeah. Anne-Marie White, you ask, why do you think they filmed the behind the scenes episode of Violet? Which one are you talking about? Let me know. Let me know. My brain isn't really computing which one you're exactly talking about. Wow, the comments are going up fast. Dang, let's see. 28? I like that. 26. I like seeing that. I like seeing 26. 29. Wow, so good. 32. 30 to 32, 30, 26 to 28, 35, 31. Awesome. Those are pretty good guesses. I like 27 guess too. I like the ones, of course, that are younger than me. So yeah. Oh, Emery White. So you're talking about where Desi was showing how the show was made. So that was purposeful. That was for this. So that is found in this. That's the beginning of this movie. And that was, yeah, that was staged. And why was it staged? Because the people that they show in the audience are actors. The person that you see working the boom mic is an actor. He's not the actual boom operator. He was, what's his name? Bennett Green. And he was Desi's stand-in. So he was an actor. And like I said, he didn't star, but he like co-starred in the movie. So yeah. '63, yes. I'm 63 years old. Yes. Sprightly 64. Yes, I like that. I watched, well, I did watch that episode Lost in Space. I didn't finish it, I have to say, and Batman. I watch a lot of Batman. I have the whole series here. Right here. It's a lot. And I don't know why they do it like this. I guess I haven't showed you guys. I have the movie. I don't know why they did it like this, but it's fine. First season. Then the second season is split into 2, which is weird. Hold on, because how many episodes is this one? I don't want to open it up. It'll just take too much time, but 856 minutes. Oh, wow, because apparently season 2 had more content? Because second season, part 1, second season, part 2. 800, there's over 1,600 minutes of season 2, and then season 3 has less episodes. And then the movie. So anyway, yeah, I have it all. Guys and gals. Hopefully I'll still look young when I'm 50. Hopefully I look 25 when I'm 50. Good luck on that, Rick. What is my moisturizer? I do drink a lot of water. I don't know if that's a thing. I think some of it is genes too. Some people just naturally look older. I don't drink stuff like that. But yeah, and I try to watch what I eat. But you know. I do love myself some chocolate, so I will tell you that. All right, guys and gals, let's do 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes, and we'll finish the live stream. Any last questions on any of the videos that I've posted, on anything that you would like to know about the channel? If you even want to know a little bit about YouTube-ish and stuff, I can divulge certain things if you want to know. You want to know how that works? Yeah, I'd be happy to share as much as I can, as much as possible. Thank you, Kristen. That means a lot. Awesome. Tenacious. Rick is a young man, old soul. I'll take that. I told someone the other day, I was like, I'm an old man trapped in a young man's body. I don't say trapped. I'm thankful. But it's like, oh, what if I was like in one of those Twilight Zone episodes and I'm actually like 95, but I was like put into the body of like a newborn and then I still grew up or something? That'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. Let's see. All right. Ooh, favorite Batman villain. Ooh, that's a good one. That's hard because I have to be honest. Sometimes I see certain villains and I'm like, I would like to see another one. Like, I'm always interested. I love Mr. Freeze as a villain, but I don't know if I love him on the Batman series that much. I really love Cesar Romero's portrayal of the Joker. I think on the show is really good. I love the Riddler, but sometimes I see the Riddler and I want like another villain, like added. I love Catwoman. I saw one episode of King Tut and I thought he was all right. So I haven't seen every episode of Batman yet. I will. Penguin, I think, is really great. I love Burgess Meredith. Like, in general, just watching him do stuff, I think he's just fun, all in all. I don't know how to pronounce your name. TRXXC. Hello. You tried watching Batman, yeah. It was hard, right? Oh, the Stones. Rick, how do we give a one-time donation? Didn't see it on your site. So that's unfortunately not possible through Patreon. Patreon is a monthly thing with minimum $1 support, which is pretty good for what you get. You get to see the thumbnails of the videos, and then it goes up from there. One time that would be good would be on here. That'd be a super chat. It's just once, as much or as little as you want. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, you like King Tut? Maybe I got to watch more episodes of his. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Cesar Romero has the best laugh. Awesome. You think so? Positivity? I think so. Positivity and laughing. But then you get smile lines, smile creases like this. Never seen the Waltons. Nope. Any of your favorite villains? Let me know and why, because you may trigger it in me so that I can, because I'm blanking right now. The main ones in this one were, of course, Joker, Penguin, Riddler, and Catwoman. Those are the most famous. That's why they're in the movie. But there's lots others. There's the Archer, right? From the Honeymooners. What's his name? Norton. Batgirl. I kind of enjoy Batgirl. The three different Catwomans I love. Vincent Price. I don't really like the egg villain. Some of these villains are not great, to be honest. Even Milton Berle, the Lilac, Louis the Lilac. But I like Milton Berle, and I think he was great, just him and that. There's also, what's his name? Do they list him back here? They don't. Oh man, Louis the Lilac. That's hilarious. John Aston as the Riddler. That is awesome. Gomez Addams, right? And then we have, what's his name? The Green Hornet. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here. I did watch again, and my problem is I probably watched an early episode of Dick Van Dyke Show, and it was just a little slow. I might have to watch something like further along, if that makes sense. That is not so early, because shows take time to get used to like what they're doing, and so yeah, I think that I gotta do it like further along. Oh, I love Three Company, Brian. Perfect. She was good. I liked her. Siren is interesting. She's a little annoying. Like her squeak is really, really, really loud. But Art Carney. There we go. Thank you, Brian. I just couldn't think of his name off the top of my head. I appreciate that, Brian. Art Carney as Archer. Was he like good for you? Did you like him? Wow, a lot of people love Eartha Kitt. No Lee Merriweather or Julie Newmar fans? I like all three of them in different ways. They're just great at other stuff, right? Thank you, Elsie, and I appreciate it. Things are good right now. Dick Van Dyke gets repetitive. That's interesting. To be honest, that's why I feel some of these shows are like, depending on how they're rated, is usually how good they are and how much are more apt. Because I'm not saying I don't watch bad shows, but I think a lot of the shows that I do watch are some of the more popular ones. So yeah. Oh, let me just always gotta do a little bit of housekeeping here. What's my line? I've seen a few episodes of it. Yep. Tallulah Bankhead is Black Widow. I've never seen her as Black Widow. I love her and I love Lucy. I think she was pretty good. You can tell she was a bit snobby, though. I don't know if that was on purpose. I don't think so. I think it came through. Julie Newmar is yours, right? Louise, your pick for the best. Yeah, right, Jared. I think all three women play Catwoman in very different ways, and I think that was the draw of the appeal. Okay, guys and gals, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I've been on here for an hour and hour 19 minutes. So at an hour 21, I'll clock out. Let you have a great rest of your day. Do appreciate it. Thank you for the thumbs up as well. Look at that. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row as well. Thank you so much for that. $6 Million Man. I've seen props from the $6 Million Man. $6 million man. That's awesome. All right. Any last questions? Any last thing you'd like to watch? Don't forget to thumbs up this video. It does mean a lot. It does help out. I would even say it's like currency on YouTube. You know, if you enjoy the video and you give it a thumbs up, it does help out the algorithm. It does help out if you subscribe. So if you are here and not subscribed, here's looking at you, kid. It does help out. It does mean a lot. It does take a second. You only have to subscribe once in your life per channel. So if you've already subscribed, you're good. But it does go so long. It goes a long way for the channel. That's what I'm trying to say. So it means a lot. Means a lot. Means a lot. No. Batman. Yes, Ricky, I sometimes go back and read the things in the chat, and I like to read as many comments as I can in the video. Sometimes it gets hard because there's a lot, but I do as much as possible. And I do. And some people even catch up to me and be like, hey, you didn't see my comment, whatever. And they'll be like, oh yeah, I didn't see it. I really didn't see it. So that's awesome. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Wow, I saw that thing shot up. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Beep, beep, beep. I should have a timer. I should have like a little timer back here, and it should be like counting down. Thank you, Louie. I appreciate that. Thank you, Michelle, for dropping into the live stream. You're awesome. What's your favorite episode of Gilligan's Island? Ooh, there's so many. I can't give you one. I really can't. I love Mars, the Mars one where the Mars probe gets on the island. I love the one where the quick island sinking. I also love Goodbye Island. I love those three. Top 5 for sure. Awesome. Oh, I appreciate that. You say thank you for creating your channel. It means a lot. I appreciate that. All right, guys and gals, have a great night. Hopefully this made your day a little bit better. If it did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Thank you to all the super chats. If you didn't get the super chat this time, you want to next time, feel free. There's also Patreon, mugs, shirts, more Rick 9G videos after this. If you want to get more dose, there's also Instagram, links in the description below. Big stuff, lots of good stuff. We'll see you all next time. Stay positive, and most importantly, be hopeful.